Hello children, today very interesting thing we are going to study in today's class, that is derivation of formula for solving a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now what is the great feeling about this formula is that the derivation of this formula was given by Indian mathematician Sridharacharya. The formula you are going to learn, very important formula, is known as Sridharacharya formula also. It is believed that it was given in 11th century. Okay, nice, no? Nice feeling it is. Okay, now this is our standard quadratic equation. Now before I start, let us see one example. Suppose you have to solve this equation 5x square minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, right? So till previous class which method we have studied? Factorization method. So in that method what we are doing? We are finding the product. So what is this product here? 5 multiplied by minus 4, that is what? Minus 20. Product is negative. What are you finding? Difference. What is the difference? Coefficient of x, that is minus 3. Okay, now just try searching the two numbers whose product. I have taught you initial stage you can ignore the sign, so just search. Product is 20 and difference is 3. Are you getting the answer? Let's see all the possibilities. You can have the pairs 1 into 20. We cannot start with this. We will be concentrating on product only. So let us see the two numbers whose product is 20. So first pair comes as 1 and 20. What is the difference of 1 and 20? It is 19 or minus 19. We cannot take. Okay. Second possibility is what? 2 and 10. 10 2s are 20. Difference is what? 7. Again not satisfying. Forget. After that 3, 4. 4 and 5. You know this is the last pair. 4 5s are 20. And difference is what? 1. So it is very difficult for us to find out the two pairs of numbers whose product will be negative 20 and difference will be minus 3. Clear? Now does it mean that this quadratic equation will not have any solution? Definitely not. This equation will have a solution. So to solve this kind of quadratic equation where the factorization method does not work, we use the formula which I am going to show you the proof. But in today's lesson I will show you how Sridharacharya has derived the formula, and then next class onward we will see its application. So here let's talk about this equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. See, it is a quadratic equation in standard form. Irrespective that what is the product AC is coming and sum and difference B is coming, we can find its a solution. That is what we are going to see. How it was proved is by using the method of completing the square. Now what is the method of completing the square is the concept used was, recall this expansion formula. A square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to what, children? A plus b bracket square. So if you could get a perfect square trinomial, you can express it into the form of square of a binomial. Is it clear? Means what we need to have, this side should be a perfect square trinomial. Now coming back to our quadratic equation, we do not know whether it is a perfect square or not. It may be or it may not be. So the first step will be what? This left hand side of our quadratic equation. Listen carefully. You will understand. Once you understand, you will like the proof. You will be very happy. So this I want to convert into this perfect square trinomial. For that what I can do is, this a's value I don't know whether it will be making product to get the ax square a perfect square or not, don't know. So what I will do, I will divide this by a. Dividing, so what it will be, x square will be definitely a perfect square term. That is what I want, but I cannot do it with only one term. So I shall divide it. Full equation I will divide by a. Did you get the first step? I want to convert the first term into a perfect square, which I have done. X square plus b upon ax. Now this could be any term, that we don't have to bother. First term is a perfect square and this will become c upon a is equal to what? 0. I hope everybody is clear. Now what is done here is x square plus b upon x. We consider it as the two terms. And the third term, which is a perfect square, we do not know whether it is a perfect square or not. So what we do, we just shift it for the time being to the right hand side. So you have got on the left hand side x square upon plus b upon ax is equal to minus c upon a. Now this is any binomial which I am going to make it a perfect square trinomial. How do I do that? I will be adding the third term, which will be a perfect square and satisfying this 2ab term also. For that, if you observe, what if I want to get b from here? I will have to eliminate b. See, I will show you what is the third term. Third term we are going to search to make the LHS a perfect square trinomial. So first thing you will need to eliminate is 2. So you need to multiply it by 1 upon 2, right? Into the coefficient, now you want to know the value of b, so you need to go for the coefficient of a. Why a? Because a is already a perfect square term. So coefficient of the middle term, here a is what? A. Here a square, what is it? X square. So what is the coefficient of x here? B upon a. So multiplied by b upon a. In this case you will be multiplying it by b, right? So 2b multiplied by 1 upon 2b and its square. It will be b square upon 2a. What it will be? 4a square. Okay. Remember, if you have not understood, I will explain it to you. This is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Imagine that I do not know this term. I want to know what is the, which is, it is already a perfect square trinomial and I want to know how I get b here. So what I will be doing here is, if I take half, why half? Multiplying by 2 into coefficient of a. What is coefficient of a, children, here? 2b. Because in a square we are talking. So 2b. Half into 2b the whole square. What will happen? 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What is the third term obtained? B square. Are you able to see? This is how we get the b square. So same way you can take it as a formula, and those who are more interested, for them I have given this proof. How do you get the third term when the first two terms are known? How to get a third term which make this expression a perfect square trinomial. So half into the coefficient of x, that is b upon a, the whole square. So here nothing can be simplified. I have simply got b square upon 4a square. Now I want to make it a perfect square, right? So I will be adding this on both sides. So what do I get? X square plus b upon ax plus b square upon 4a square is equal to, what already you have here is minus c upon a, and this is added to LHS, added to RHS as well, b square upon 4a square. And now see the simplification, this has already become a perfect square. It is like a square plus 2ab plus b square, which results into a plus b the whole square. So this is a perfect square in terms of what? X square will give you what? X, right? What is the connecting sign here? Plus. And b square upon 4a square. So what? It is the square of what? B upon 2a. I repeat, a square plus 2ab plus b square is the square of a plus b the whole square. How do you get a? Root of a square. How do you get b? Root of b square. So here root of x square is x, connection sign plus, and root of b square upon 4a square will be b upon 2a is equal to, simplify the RHS. What is the LCM of a and 4a square? Yes, you have 4a square. So this gets multiplied by what? 4a. So minus c multiplied by 4a will be what? Minus 4ac. Plus, this is already 4a square, so you write it as b square. Okay. Now x plus b upon 2a the whole square is equal to, instead of writing negative term first, I shall write it afterwards. So just shuffling the places, b square minus 4ac whole upon 4a square. Till this we have got. Now you have got LHS as a perfect square trinomial. What is our purpose of solving this? We want to know the value of x. Okay. So in order to know the value of x, first thing I will remove this square here. So next step will be what? Taking square root of both the sides. Yes. So taking square root on both sides. What will happen here? This is a perfect square. So this comes as x plus b upon 2a, right? Here what will happen? B square minus 4ac. We do not have any idea. It may or may not be a perfect square right now. It depends fully on the values of ABC. So you will be writing it as root b square minus 4ac, right? But 4a square is a perfect square for any value of a, right? So this can be written as 2n. Since we have found the square root, so it will be both, right? Plus minus. Root of any number, it will be positive here, plus minus. Now we need to know the value of x. Shift b upon 2a to the right hand side. What it will become? Minus b upon 2a plus minus. What you have? Under root b square minus 4ac. This also whole divided by 2a. So we can combine the two terms having the same denominator, 2a. What you have here is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. This is the formula. Any quadratic equation can be solved by using this formula. Again, a prop moment given by the Indian mathematician Sridharacharya. Look at this plus minus sign. This intimates that always you will be getting how many roots? 2 roots. Also, this part b square minus 4ac, it decides what will be the nature of roots. So it is known as discriminant. In the next videos, I will be explaining you about this also. Right now, what we learned that any quadratic equation can be solved using this formula. So it is compulsory for everyone to learn this formula by heart. Okay. And since you have seen the proof, I hope you will be understanding it better. Remembering this formula will be easy for you. Okay.